All right, what we have for to review today is premium quality shaved Parmesan cheese. Okay, so Parmesan cheese, see what it's all about. Parmesan cheese is a favorite cheese of mine. I put it on spaghetti, eggplant Parmesan, pizza. Again, eggplant Parmesan, and other foods. One of my favorites, salad, and tomato soup. Anyways, let's look at the ingredients. Now remember, this is not all Parmesan cheeses are going to be created differently. This is one of my favorites because it's shaved. I love that. I love the thin slices of cheese with that large surface area, and the flavor just hits your palate right away, nice, without having the huge caloric consequence, and you can get all that good flavor. See if we can focus here. All right, nutrition facts. Here we go. Serving size, 1/4 of a cup, 28 grams. Per this container, 5. So 1/5 of this container is what we're talking about for these nutrition facts, and that's 1/4 of a cup. So there should be about 1 1/4 cup in this entire container. Total calories are 90 calories, and 45 of those calories being from fat. Total amount of fat, 6 grams, 8% of your daily value. Saturated fat, 3.5 grams, 17% of your daily value. Cholesterol, 20 milligrams, 7% of your daily value. Sodium, this particular cheese isn't that salty compared to other Parmesans I've had, especially Kraft. That's why I like this one. I usually don't like foods that have nice flavor to be overly burdened with salt. Sodium, 125 milligrams, 6% of your daily value. Total carbs, less than 1 gram, 0% of your daily value. Sugar, 0. Protein, 9 grams. Wow, that's not that bad. Only 6 grams of fat with 9 grams of protein. That's actually pretty good. Parmesan cheese is actually known to be one of the healthier cheeses. Definitely a little bit more pungent, a little bit more flavorful, also more expensive. But you can see that here. It's like 9 grams of protein for 6 grams of fat consequence. It's not even a 1-to-1 ratio is what we typically find. Looking at these vitamins and minerals, vitamin A, 4% of your daily value. Vitamin C, 0% of your daily value. Calcium, 25% of your daily value. And iron, 0% of your daily value. Okay, ingredients: pasteurized part skim milk, cheese cultures, salt, enzymes, powdered cellulose to prevent caking. You'll see that. I usually don't like that, but that's why I like those blocks of Parmesan. I can actually shred it myself, but this isn't bad. Powdered cellulose, I can't really make them shaved really nicely like this, so I just go ahead and buy it. And then natamycin to protect the flavor. Must be some sort of preservative. Okay, this gives us a guarantee made with pride and care for HEB, San Antonio, Texas. Lot number on package. All right, so let's look at this part. Again, that's the shaved Parmesan. Keep refrigerated, 5 ounces. And here it is out in a bowl. Boom. Look at that. Very nice. Let's go ahead and look at the primary, secondary, or tertiary food. It is a tertiary food. It started out as life as milk, became pasteurized, then cultured, which would have still kept it at the secondary category, but then they added the salt and other stuff. So now it's down to tertiary. But still, it's not that bad. It's not too far away from secondary food. All right, looking at it, health consequence. It is a cheese. So it falls at a 3 out of 10. I'm going to give this one a 4. Actually, 4 out of 10. Look, it's down here. Cheese is right here is a 4 out of 10. It says 4 out of 10. I'll give this one a 4.5 out of 10 because you actually get more protein for the amount of fat in here. Not to mention, it's actually got only a very limited amount of salt added to it. So I think this is a 4.5 out of 10. It's not. You're probably better off not eating it, maybe eating it, but it's definitely not a take it or leave it. So the amount of flavor, I don't think for the flavor and the health burden and or consequence, the negative health burden consequence is not that great. So looking at Parmesan, we're all used to Parmesan in either the powder form or the shredded form, but this is really nice. It is a cheese and you can't get it in a block, but I like it like this, nice and flaky. And the texture of this is that of a normal cheese, a little bit more dry. It cracks. It doesn't bend or stretch like mozzarella. You can see that right there. It cracks. It cracks and flakes. And that's typical of Parmesan. They're a little bit more dry, a little bit more pungent. The moisture content is definitely lower. We'll see what it smells like. It smells cheesy. A little bit sour. Kind of like yogurt. Smells pretty good, actually. I really like the smell of that. Let's see what it tastes like. Kind of soury, Asiago-ish, like cheese. Not quite like a feta. What I really don't like, actually, now that I'm eating it plain, I really don't like that powder they put on the outside. You really have to wait for that the anti-caking powder. You really have to wait for that to melt away or move away until you chew it. Then you can really taste the flavor of the Parmesan. The flavor of this particular Parmesan cheese is very good. I definitely like it shaved in flakes. I think in the future I'm just going to buy the block Parmesan and shred it myself. I guess I didn't notice it before because I usually eat this with foods. But that anti-caking powder, not a fan of it. It almost feels or tastes like flour, just plain old wheat flour sprinkled on here, and then before you can actually taste the cheese, that has to be kind of pushed away or swept away until you chew it up a little bit. So definitely not a fan of that. But apart from the anti-caking powder, the flavor is really good. And it's nice and flaky, really lightweight. Excellent flavor to it. I mean, I can even eat this plain like I'm doing right now. I would say definitely if I was going to put this one on something, I'd say it'd go really good in a tomato soup. On a salad, not bad either. But this one just tastes like it'd go really well with a tomato soup. Maybe some basil. Anyways, I hope you liked this review. And I hope you liked how I reviewed the nutrition facts and the ingredients. Please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see my other reviews on food. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.